It's a grave mistake that one Fresno family can't seem to get fixed. The name of their loved one is spelled wrong on her headstone. It's been nearly a decade now, and the company responsible for that mistake still hasn't done anything about it. But as KMPH news anchor NICOLE GARCIA shows us, someone else is stepping in to make it right. It's a story you'll see only here on KMPH.
Patricia Hill was laid to rest here at Mountain View Cemetery, but according to her headstone, this is Patrica Hill's final resting place. Her family has been trying to get this mistake fixed for nearly a decade now.
She would think it is disrespectful, it's wrong and disrespectful, and she would want it corrected.
Carolyn Steel is being the voice for her Aunt Patricia, who passed away more than a decade ago from cancer. She says her aunt was organized and detail-oriented and even planned and prepaid her own funeral expenses.
From the obituary, everything. She did everything before she passed away.
But she didn't plan for this. Patricia's name is spelled Patricia. That's not how it's spelled on her headstone. Her name is missing a letter. After noticing the mistake, her family called Cynthia Sterling, the former owner of the funeral home and a former Fresno City Councilwoman. They say she stopped taking their calls in 2005. Our attempts to reach Cynthia Sterling were unsuccessful.
They told her daughter, my cousin, that it would be taken care of. And it hasn't been.
Patricia Hill made her funeral arrangements through Sterling Funeral Home more than a decade ago. Today, it's now Sterling and Smith Funeral Directors. Sterling Funeral Home went out of business in 2005 and has since been bought by brand new owners. Now, we spoke with the owners here, and the owner tells me even though the mistake wasn't his company's problem, he's willing to fix it.
This problem was not created by me. I'll solve the problem if the family contacts me. I will personally see if I have to pay for it out of my own pocket. I'll see that they get a stone because it's the right thing to do.
Smith says he wasn't aware of the problem until I told him about it.
That's a bad error, but it's probably an honest error.
It's a mistake Smith is willing to pay for to make it right.
It will cost me money, but money is not everything. They're going to have a happy family, and they're going to get some closure.
The family says they're not blaming anybody for the mistake. They just want to get it fixed. They say Patricia deserves to have her name spelled correctly at her final resting place. Reporting in Fresno, NICOLE GARCIA, KMPH News.
And Patricia Hill's family and Tony Smith have since spoken to each other, and both say the process of correcting the headstone has finally begun. Smith says it'll cost nearly $1,000 to have a new headstone made and set.